Hi, this is Jim Fong with the Jim Fong Group at Urban Nest Realty here in Las Vegas. And so you have a house that you own, but you want to buy a bigger house. But you need to sell your current house first because you want to use the down payment to buy the bigger house perhaps, all right? But you don't want to move twice. You want to move from this house to that house. You want to sell and buy at the same time. So what do? All right, well, today we're going to talk about leasebacks and contingent offers, because you will need to use these two tools if you want to sell the house and buy a new house and just have one move. All right, so first things first, we'll talk about selling your house. Okay, well, selling the house will be normal, but we do need to negotiate what we call a leaseback in that contract, and that just allows you to stay in the property after you've closed on it. Okay, so you're going from being an owner to the house to now being a tenant. The new owner is now your landlord, okay? That helps you not have to move twice because you get to stay in the house until you close on the next house, all right? There are possible disadvantages to this though, too. So depending on what kind of market that you're in, if you require a rent back, you may lose some buyers that way because some buyers are gonna wanna move into their house immediately. They're gonna be worried about potential damage and things like that if you stay as a tenant, right? What you might not like about it is, let's just say you bought your house a while ago, you have a super low mortgage, and now as a tenant, you're gonna be paying market rent or you're gonna be paying what the new owner is paying in their mortgage payment, all right? So that, you just might not feel good about that. It might be better than moving twice, but you still might not want to pay a higher cost of living in the same house that you've lived in this whole time, right? So that's the leaseback situation, all right? So that's the selling side. Let's talk about the buying side now, all right? So now you've sold your home or you're in escrow and you locate the new big house with the pool or whatever that you want. Now you have to make an offer, but you haven't actually closed on your house yet, but you want to make an offer on this house. You're going to have to make an offer, what is called a contingent offer. That basically means that you're offering to buy their house as long as you're able to sell your house, all right? It's a contingent offer, all right? This happens frequent enough, but one disadvantage of contingent offers is it's definitely not as strong as a offer without this contingency, right? Because you're telling somebody, I can buy your house only if I sell this house. Now they have to worry about selling their current house, and now they have to worry about you selling your house too. So from a negotiating standpoint, you probably lose a little leverage when you're making contingent offers. You may not be able to get as good of a deal since you need that from that seller. That's probably the main disadvantage. And then of course you have, contingencies that are contingent on another sale that has its own contingencies. So it can get a little hectic sometimes. But for the most part, depending on what kind of market it is, will determine if the seller will consider this at all. I mean, if it's a heavy seller market, maybe they don't take contingent offers. But if it's a buyer's market, sellers are definitely more likely to consider this. All right. So if you own a house and you want to buy the bigger house and use equity from your existing house to put down on the new house, you're going to have to be familiar with doing a leaseback if you don't want to move twice, and making contingent offers, all right? So if you want to discuss this further, please feel free to reach out to me. This is Jim Fong with the Jim Fong Group at Urban Nest Realty in Las Vegas. Thanks for watching the video, and I will see you next time. Thanks.